share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. Oh, God, we could do another of this Star Trek. It's nearly over. Okay, this is the last one. I'm hoping an apocalypse will happen before season 3. I say apocalypse. I hope we're not all going to die, but if we do, at least we won't have to see season 3. I mean, you have to look at things that way. Yeah, you always got to look at this silver lining in any cloud. Oh, God, it's awful. It's so freaking bad. It's so bad in every way, shape, and form. What actually made it worse is I went from doing this episode, and I was watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, the last season of Curb Your Enthusiasm, and then, which was kind of fun, but the whole last episode was pure Trump derangement syndrome, where they had they had this guy in called Vindman who was a whistleblower in the Trump impeachment. So this was like back in 2020, 2019. I don't even know when it was, right? But they all said, oh, he's a hero. He's forgotten forever now, right? But there's so much Trump derangement syndrome in everything, in absolutely everything, which is what this, what caused this awful, awful version of Star Trek to happen. I mean, my God, I like, does he have any kids, Patrick Stewart? Oh, he has a son, doesn't he? Because, boy, he doesn't look like he's long for this earth, and I do hope he's going to leave his money to somebody. But it's just, somebody should benefit from this relentless awfulness. Fine, so yeah, let's get into the episode. I'm sorry, we got to do it. Last episode, it's kind of like, an old man's erection. We are just massaging it back to sleep. Which I think will probably happen by the characters in this episode, right? In this episode, where we go over the nonsense, the absolute nonsense that is Star Trek Picard. Was it season 2, episode 10? Farewell. We're not faring well. We're faring very, 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 very badly, right? Star Trek used to be awesome. Fine, before we get into it, like, share, definitely share. Share's the big thing now. And everybody loves you sharing. YouTube loves you sharing, right? Share the videos. If you can, that'd be really great. Like, share. They don't really like so much, but hit the like button in here. Man, I got a video ratio beyond ratioed earlier this week. A whole other story. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Even if the comment is like, oh my God, this is awful, make it stop. Which is, again, when you go through this, you'll understand why I'm looking forward to any apocalyptic event, because it's got to be better than this, right? It's got to be better. The end of all life on Earth, got to be better than this. That's how bad this garbage is. Like, share, subscribe, comment, sign up to my Substack, sign up to my paying Substack. I've earned my money, even though I'm not giving anybody anything on that, and I really should. Sign up to my Substack, which is my email newsletter, and I don't know, go watch good Star Trek. Go watch the Orville. Orville's coming back in 3 weeks. Oh my God, I just got excited. Orville's coming back in 3 weeks. I may, climb in from my window and stop looking at the street below, contemplating whether or not to jump. I might climb down from my table and take the noose off my neck, because the Orville is coming back in 3 weeks. Please don't be as bad as this. It can't be as bad as this. Like, share, subscribe, comment, Substack. Fine, let me hand over to, the sexy, intelligent man who's going to be reviewing this episode. Who could that be? I think you've guessed it.
Space, the final frontier. Space. Wasn't the final frontier. Apparently, your doorstep was the final fucking frontier, because that's where we've been the entire time, right? The entire time. By the way, did you notice in Brave New Worlds, they had the January 6 riots as the catalyst that started the second Civil War, and they said they just wanted freedom and to be heard. And that was actually very, nice about them. Anyway, God, are we going to do previously? Mother hell. Okay, we're going to do previously. Previously on Picard, it was shit. Okay, on previously on Picard, it was awesome, and then it wasn't. Right, it was awesome. Picard, they said everything we did in the first season was wrong. And they were right to say that, because everything they did in the first season was wrong. Everything. So then they said, we're going to make it all right. Okay. And suddenly Rios was the captain of the Stargazer in a Starfleet uniform. It was cool. and it felt like Next Generation. It felt like a new version of it. And the Borg Queen attacked, and big snaky thing. She was acting nice, and it's weird. We didn't know. Oh, and then poof, they blew up the ship. And then Q was there and said, Picard, Mon Capitan, we're going to take the path not chosen. So then, forget it, then Star Trek's over, right? Now we're into Mirror Star Trek for an episode, and they're in an alternate timeline, an evil alternate time. All these things they just forget. They just, fuck it, we're done. The evil alternate timeline where Q has picked out a bunch of people to go with basically the crew of La Serena. Cameron, here, you loved the last episode of Picard? Oh my God, I hope not to be too mean to it. But I'm going to be. So, what's it? So yeah, the whole crew of La Serena is now, which was being piloted by 7 of 9, who I forgot was Rafi's gay lover now, apparently. So that was so then they're in an alternate timeline where Earth is evil. They have the evil Earth the Earth Empire, and they subjugate lesser species. And somehow this technologically somewhat less advanced version of themselves have managed to find and kill take out the Borg. Right? They've destroyed all the Borg, and the last one left is the Borg Queen. And there's in Picard's study, he's got like Sarek's skull and Golden Cut's skull, right? And like all this stuff. So that goes on. So then she was like, Mon Capitan, and snap, punch, and then now they go back to where that happened, which was 2024, LA. So essentially, they're filming in Picard's Patrick Stewart's back garden. So they spent a lot of time wandering around 21st century LA saying, look at the devastation, all the shit on the street, all the homeless. LA has been completely under Democrat control for decades, right? It's the fault of the orange man. No, fuck faces. This is, again, you forget how awful the Obama years were. They were fucking terrible. I mean, compared to now, they were good. But listen, the Spanish Inquisition wasn't bad compared to now. I don't know. It's we're living in strange times. Anyway. So then we meet Guinan, who doesn't remember Picard from the 18th century, doesn't look like Whoopi Goldberg, and is sad. Guinan, 2024 Guinan is sad. Mankind's bad mankind. They're going to destroy the planet because they're not green enough. Oh, if only we listened to Greta Thunberg. Oh, you can wreck planets, you can save them. Eki thump. So then we go into Oceans. Oh yeah, and Rios is taking him captive by the evil immigration police, who are just like caricature evil white men, right? It was so stupid. We hate all Hispanic Latinos. And Rios has fallen in love with a Latinx doctor, excuse me. I forgot what stupid honorific. By the way, you've never met a genuine Latino person who uses the word Latinx, right? It's never happened. They all hate it, right? All of them en masse absolutely hate it. So like that happens for a couple of episodes, and then it goes into Ocean's 11. They find the plot, and they got to find the linchpin is Picard's great-great-grandmother, Renee Picard, I think, right? What else? So that and she's about to go on this space mission to Europa. Oh, she's the bestest ever, by the way. She's fantastic, right? She was the youngest ever. She taught herself everything. She is the bestest freaking ever. Oh my God. So bestest. So ever. She is the bestest ever. Super bestest. But she's doesn't feel sure about herself. Now, the way they find her is because in the first episode, when it was like Star Trek, Picard had a sort of hot housekeeper who was a Romulan who was married last season. And in between seasons, her husband died. and now she wants to fuck Picard, right? Us Romulans, we love fiercely, passionately, and then we love again to honor our first love. I'm like, okay, I'm up for that. I can do that now because they go, oh no, I don't know, oh no, you're a very handsome woman. Oh. Then he's like, no, I'm not going to have incredible sex with you for hours and hours and hours on end. That's not going to happen, right? With your strange Romulan technique, that is not going to go down. Really? Are you sure? You know, I mean, I am super hot and up for it. That is true. That is true, said Picard. But however, I have mummy issues, which we're going to talk about. So then, Picard's been having like little flashbacks to when he was little Picard, little boy Picard, and Shadow Picard. But we don't get there yet. So fine, we do this Ocean 11 thing where they got to, because Q is now trying to convince, is masquerading as Renee Picard's psychiatrist and trying to convince her she doesn't have what it takes to do this mission, and that will change the future. So why doesn't Q just snap his finger? Because Q's dying. Q's on his way out, but he has enough power to do one or like replace the psychologist and get some kind of connection like that. He must have done that by Q magic. Okay, so then they bring in. Oh yeah, God, this is such shit. As I'm saying this, it's like this is such incredible shit. So then they bring in Brett Spiner as Dr. Adamson, another pre-Sung, who's got for some reason has a clone of the original clone version of the robot woman Corey, who was kind of hot in the first season, and could be now if they dressed it up nicely, but they won't for some reason. So she was Soji and now she's Corey, right? And so Q enlists Dr. Sung to try and kill Picard try and kill Renee to stop her going on the mission. And eventually, he tells him that if he does, he's going to be beloved by humanity forever, right? And apparently, in the evil future, there is a statue of him that we saw. I thought that was Picard. I didn't know that was supposed to be Dr. Sung. But okay, fine. So then, oh fuck me! Oh, this is hard. Okay, we can do this. So then, oh yeah, okay. I remember now. The Ball Queen has also joined with Dr. Agnes Girardi, who, because they're both lonely, so lonely. I'm so lonely. Oh, and they both need to be with each other. And the way they join with her is she takes over Girardi and she's in the Ocean's 11 party and gets to do a big song and dance song number. She gets a big round of applause. She feels great. And she uses the endorphins to take her over. And then she takes her to a bar and she gets more endorphins by smashing a window. And then she goes with the guy. And then about a day later, 709 and Raffi, the very clear lesbian lovers, they very obviously lesbian lovers, show up looking for him. And the guy at the bar said, oh yeah, they went that way about a day ago. They went that way. And they go that way and they find the guy dead. And then they find a clue. His cell phone battery has been sucked out. And you go, wait a minute. The Borg sometimes suck cell phone batteries when they want to assimilate someone or get something assimilated. Yeah, they give them like little nutrients in their body. They like them to suck cell phone batteries. Well, do any other battery can suck? And they then a couple of blocks away they go, and they go and they find Ball Queen Girardi in a very sexy dress. By the way, she had a lovely cleavage in a lot of this. Fantastic, jiggling away. A round of applause to the cleavage. I think the cleavage did a fantastic job. And quite frankly, I wouldn't mind a spin-off with that cleavage. You know, the Stargazer gets caught in the cleavage and they can never get out again. More cleavage, please. Maybe have a Nicola Bryant crossover episode in the Leela costume. I think that'd be good for everyone. Okay. So then now it's into Terminator 2. And Girardi is the Terminator, and she's fighting 709, and Raffi. we have bits in it like, we can't get caught in history. We can't make a scene. So they steal a cop car from a police station and have a massive car chase for no apparent reason, right? No apparent reason. So anyway, the Q is not alone. The Bull Queen is alone. We had a wife and son. We had a whole Q continuum. Anyway. So so now Q is hooked up. The Bull Queen hooks up with Dr. Sung, and Bulgafies a bunch of troops to take out Picard, so they can stop Rene Picard going off on the Europa mission. There we go. And I think we're up to date. And they just had. Oh wait, no. We had a couple more things. I'm sorry. Picard, young boy Picard, remembers that his mother killed herself because she's bonkers McBonkers. We talk about season to find that out. And his father is Boltar from Battlestar Galactica. Yeah. Okay. So they fought off the Borg. That's the other thing. Oh shit! That's so awful, right? 7 of 9, who used to be a Borg, like a full Borg for decades, was a Borg for a long time, right? And was turned back into a human. And her mission in life was to find ex-Borg and turn them back into humans. So you've got these mercenaries that have been infused with Borg nanobots things. They've been slightly Borgified, right? And so to justify being able to shoot them, everyone's like, "Oh my God, they're Borg now! Just kill them! They're never coming back!" Oh, you shut up, you lying troller. All right, fine. So they fight off all the troops. They win somehow. I don't give a shit. And now we're starting this episode. We're in Chateau Picard, right? We're in Chateau Picard. So they did end. They did one clever thing this season. They said that the Picards were obviously ancient French family, but they went after World War II to England for a few generations because they were hiding from the evil Yazzis, right? That's what's going on. So back in the dim missile past, they're back in Chateau Picard, which is still, it was abandoned after the Second World War, and now it's 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 2005, 2015. Okay, so it's now 80 years later, right? And they used it as a munitions dump. So they actually kept all the weapons there, and he did pull out a Luger and fire it in the last episode, which is just, oh my God. So done. Anyway, over in Chateau Picard, there you are. Let's do a bit more CGI. They're looking around and says, "Oh, see those bullet holes? Those bullet holes were there when my Picard family came back, and they restored the shaft." How does he fucking know? Right? I mean, how does he fucking know? So, Q, by the way, no, the Bull Queen has taken their ship and they're stranded there in the past. After who gives a shit? I don't know. And they've taken the ship, and they're trapped in the past. And she says there's a prophecy. So there are 2 Renes. One must live, one must die. Okay, fine. So that happens. Oh, that's the hot. This, they never answer this. They never explain what the fuck's going on with this. Okay. She's the hot Romulan chick that wanted to fuck Picard in the beginning, very passionately, very dirtily for a long while. We're talking, there is no hole that would be denied entry. You definitely got that impression, right? Everything was up for grabs. Things that you wouldn't even imagine. I think they would use a 0G generator a couple of times. Well, why not? Why wouldn't you? And because I'm worried about my mother. Okay, wonderful. So when they went back in the past, they found a Gary 7 type of person who has Gary 7 type techno who's been watching Rene Picard because she's super important, and that's her job. Why does she look exactly like the chick? We don't know, right? At first they said she wasn't Romulan. Then about halfway through, they said, "Oh yeah, I'm Romulan." So it's a grandmother or some stupid shit. He's like, so everything's back in place now. I don't know. Could be. So they beam back to her place, and they're going to. She's going to go and see Renee Picard, get her onto the mission, while they're going to go to Dr. Sung's place and take him out. Right. So she gives him tricorders. I don't know. And he's like, fine, okay, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, that's the thing they used to teleport in, the like, smoky teleporter thing. So then he's like, okay, fine, you're gonna go to Renee. You know just what to do about the prophecy. The two Renees, one must live, one must die. And then he jumps into the smoky teleport beam with them and goes. And Raph is like, hey, should we find some crack? And he's like, well, that wasn't expected. Meanwhile, over at the planet Venus, for some reason, we zooming in, and we zoom into Earth. Oh no, yeah, we have the titles now. We zoom into Earth, zoom right down, and we're over here where he booms in. That was a completely pointless shot. What the hell was that for? And she's like, what the hell? It was my other version of me from 400 years in the future that said I wanted to fuck you hard for a long time. Why did you get in my transport beam? He's like, oh, I got confused. I thought it was you that said it. He said, no. So now we get the traditional scolding of Picard moment, because it's not a good day if we don't have a scolding of Picard moment. And she's like, I know you're going to sacrifice yourself. I can't allow that to happen. It's not your fucking choice, old man, she said. So she basically just chastised him for a long time. Like, oh, he said, not every death is your fault. You don't take anything on board. It's not every death is your fault. Not me, not Renee, not anyone, not even your mother who killed herself in front of him. And he's like, oh, you speak a wise word. I'm suitably chastised. Let me see my chastised face. Oh, yes. That's the one I like the best, because I am actually a bit of a cock. Yes. Would you like to have sex with a younger man in front of me while I'm forced to watch? And, okay, we could do that. Meanwhile, this is Dr. Sung's place. Why? I think it's probably Patrick Stewart's house, right? It's some Hollywood Fanuc's house. But it's Dr. Sung's house, and they appear there, go, zhish, boy, in they come, and they're fine, we got to take him out, because he's going to try and take out the launch thing. And they hear him like launching drones and saying, about telemetry and talking things. And then they see, oh no, it's just an audio recording of him. He's bamboozled them. He's somewhere else. We don't know where he is. Picard's like, oh, I found him. He's over here. And he's like, ay, caramba. He likes Star Trek Immigration much better. Fine. So they got these 4 drones. They're going to take off and take out the thing. And they open up this one. Okay, we got to try and work out how to break into them. And Rafi's like, okay, we got 3 minutes, 45 seconds. MacGruber! It was really like that Saturday Night Live sketch, right? It was really like the MacGruber Saturday Night Live sketch. That they need to break in and stop the these drones going up. Basically, everything is like video game writing. It's obstacle clearing obstacle, get over it. That's all it is, right? So they got to. She's got to hack in there and stop the drones taking up. Meanwhile, she sees Renee Picard, somebody who's been stalking her entire life, right? And she says, I've got a cunning plan, she says. Meanwhile, they're trying to break in, we're trying to break in. Let's get in. Oh, they made Severin Lane a Borg. She stopped being a Borg when she was in the evil Mirror universe, that different timeline. And then Q made her a Borg again because she was injured last episode. I mean, like, who gives a shit? Okay, fine. Rafi's like, we're clearly lesbian lovers, aren't we? Yes, we are. We're clearly. So she now has this flight suit, and she looks even hotter, actually. And she goes and finds, goes to look to find Renee Picard. Meanwhile, Dr. Sung is here. And he's given a talk because he's a billionaire donor. And she said, I can't believe this day is here. He said, well, why can't you believe it? You don't have faith it was going to happen. You're a terrible person. And it's just a weird bit. And so he walks off without her. and she goes in and finds Renee Picard, and they have this big, long conversation, right? About getting her ready, and like instantly, Renee Picard knows she's not the right person because she's stunning and brave, right? She's stunning and brave. So the rocker's about to take off, and he's all mad. He's mad at her because she said he didn't think it was going to happen, and he storms off to find Renee Picard essentially to try and stop her. And then she says, "I recognize you, don't I?" And she's like, "No, okay, fine. I've been stalking you my entire life, literally my entire life. I've been stalking you your entire life, and I'm a space alien." From another planet, and you're super important to the future. Nothing to worry about, right? Nothing to worry about. And she says, "Oh," and then she talks about all these like memories of like when she was young, right? She says, "I remember you at your mother's funeral. When you put a spaceship into her casket, so you could imagine finding her if you just flew up far enough into space." All this bullshit, cod psychological. Explanations of characters. It's just dumb, right? I mean, it really is. It's just dumb. So meanwhile, the drones start to launch. Fish! Oh no, drone launch. Fish! So I don't know how the drones are going to stop them. The thing, but Voj, another drone launches, and they're on their way. Right, they're on their way, and she tries to talk to her and says, "Oh, it's terrible." And next thing you know, she's walking out saying, "Oh my God, there's a crazy woman in there who says she's from the future, from a different planet, going to hear something." And he puts a hand on her cheek and said, "Oh, come with me. It's all going to be okay, right? It's all going to be okay." So then Raffi finally breaks into the drones, the 20th century drones. Fine, we're broken in. And all of a sudden, Renee Picard starts to die, right? Help me, I'm dying. And he's like, yeah, I had neurotoxin on this. It's going to kill you. But, on the upside, I'm going to be really happy in the future. Meanwhile, the rocket's about to take off, and Rios finds a way to use the drones to use one drone to destroy the others, all right? It's just like, CGI! And it's just not all that heroic, but okay, fine. Yay, we did it. We're the bestest ever. We're so good. Yes, you are. You're so great. Yay, look at us. Meanwhile, Picard finds the dying Renee Picard. It's like, oh no, it can't be. But then the very obvious thing happens, and she takes off her disguise as the rocket takes off. It's like, oh, the future's saved. And then when does the disguise go on? Come on. See, oh yeah, then her disguise comes off, and it's sexy Romulan woman who is now dying and is never going to have sex with Picard. Although there is a future version of her waiting back in the 24th century. And I'm dying. Another character is going to be brown bread. She has a lengthy death scene. As he said, oh, anyway, meanwhile. Over Dr. Sung's house, which looks really nice. I want to visit Dr. Sung's house. I want to live there for a bit. He's mad. He's broken a lot of things up. Oh no, it's taken off. Everything I've done has failed. Bad. Right? Oh, for God's sake, come on. Okay, good. And then he's looking around and he's just like breaking things up. And he's saying, "Oh, look, they're taken off." She looks and winks at the camera, and he's all mad. Oh, my life's no good now. And he smashes things, and he's angry. And then he sees all his files starting to be deleted. Like, what's going on? And then somewhere in a library, Soji has this. Soji, whoever she is, has a magic headset that allows her to delete everything. So I'm doing this for my sisters. Yeah, now you can't do this ever again. Oh, if I'm on to the next one. Share thing. Oh man, there's gazillion. How's that? I got to go quite a ways to get. I've got a bunch of files replicated. That's interesting. Is it over here? We go over here. Okay, fine. Yeah, we're basically at the right thing. Right. So then he pulls out this folder called Project Karn. It's so fucking stupid. Really? What? No, Karn came after the Augment. I mean, oh God, it's like people who vaguely heard of Star Trek trying to shoehorn things together, and they think they're being clever when they're really just dumb. I think you said about all Hollywood, and then Soji takes off her thing and says, now I'm gonna go. Curious, what's next? Watch and observe. Right? It says, come and meet me over here. So, I wonder what that is. So she goes and meets them, and actually, look again. It puts her makeup on to look quite hot, and then she meets an alien made purely of soy, Will Wheaton. Hi, I'm Will Wheaton. I'm a smug prick. Yes, you are. Look at me being smug and a prick. Oh, yes. I think women have penises, and you can kill babies as they're coming out of women's vaginas. That's all okay, because I'm a smug prick. Oh, hello. Would you like to join me with the rest of the smug pricks? We're called travelers. Yes? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We were so... we hate 45. That's all we could talk about. Us travelers. Would you like to come with us? Let me smile at you like a prick for longer and be a bit more patronizing. Can I mansplain? Oh, that was good. Hi. I'm non-threatening soy. That's me. God, look at him. Really? Really? It's like Attack of Pussy Boy. No. So basically, yeah, she goes off to become a traveler with him, who somehow beams up. He doesn't like travel her up. He just beams up somewhere. Meanwhile, in Chateau Picard, what's going on? now I've got to look up my notes. So now we start to wrap things up. Real says he's going to live in 2024. He's quite looking forward to it. He doesn't need to way home. He's going to stay with his instant family because like now they like nuclear families. It's weird. And 7-9 goes, we should stay here too. Well, I don't think they had a choice, did they? We can be lesbian lovers here. Everybody loves lesbians. Well, I mean, they're very, very obviously lesbians, aren't they? And then they have a very clearly organic lesbian kiss, being very lesbian-y. I have to tell you, the Terry Farrell lesbian kiss was way better. Give 1 second. Meanwhile, Picard looks around and he puts the key back, right? The key where he knows it's going to be in the future, which lets his mother out of the bedroom when she eventually goes and hangs herself, right? So he's putting history back in place, even though he doesn't particularly want to. And then back to the conservatory, and in there is Q. Q's like, I am good. Actually, I have to tell you, John Delancey's freaking awesome, right? John Delancey, he could read a phone book and it is compelling, right? So these scenes are just wonderful, right? I think if they ever want to do a Star Trek anthology show, right? Like a Twilight Zone Star Trek, each week you have a different crew, different ship, different situation, which would be awesome, right? That's something I would actually, I mean, not this group of dunces making it, obviously. Well, like 1 week you could do a Captain Riker show, and next week you could do Stargaze. Like you can all do different things, right? And it have different crews. And I think that even though the real appeal of Star Trek is getting to know the characters and caring about them, right? But I still think, but anyway, you could have John Delancey introduce it, like Rod Serling. So yeah, this is just fantastic. These things, he's chews up the scenery, and he's so we get to know his motivation for the whole thing. So essentially, he becomes like, why did you do this? He said, well, I'm about to what you would call die, right? And I'm going to die. It's going to go. I'm going to die alone. It's And I don't want that for you. I want you to be able to connect with people. And specifically, I want you to have long, hot sex with the Romulan woman, maybe in 0G, okay? If she brings out anal beads, just go with it, baby, okay? Okay, what if she lubes up her finger? It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. He said, really, I'm not really up for that. Well, he is. Probably Picard, perhaps a bit of a cuck, as I said. So I did this so you would learn your how to not blame yourself for your mother, so you can now have hot sex with the Romulan woman in the future. And then he says he's got one more surprise. I can't remember, right? And he says because even gods have their favorite, right? And then they have. He said, "I got a special prize for you." So they all go and they meet Q, and Q's like going to say, "I'm going to take you back to the future." And like, Q, you're evil. I said, no, well, it's all over now. I'm going to take you back to the future. He's like, I stay here. I'm going to stay here with the Instant family, right? He said, really, you have to stay out of history. No problem. Obviously, him as the captain of the Stargazer was the best bit, right, of this season. That 5 minutes. That 5 minutes was great. I wanted to see that show. Him as a captain of Stargate, even with this cigar, you could call it a hollow cigar, right? But no, he's gone. Right? Okay, he's gone. He's staying with whatever her name is, Lady Doctor, and they all smile at each other and said, "Okay, I can do one more thing." They say goodbye to each other. Goodbye, Raffi. Come on. Really? And, yeah, Raffi deals with everything well because basically, if you want to know what a Starfleet officer should ever do in any situation, it's the opposite of Raffi, right? Opposite of Raffi. And then Picard gives Q a final hug, right? Oh, you're not alone. You're not alone. Oh, huggy wuggy. And Q is, thinks this is a bit gay. Did your penis brush mine? Only a little bit. It's okay. And they go, snap to me, and dish, and they're back, and we're back in Star Trek for like literally 5 minutes. But it's not Star Trek anymore because we've had all this shit, all this like Star Trek Immigration, Star Trek Ocean's 11, Star Trek Terminator, none of it being Star Trek, right? So this is where it started with the Bull Queen. The Bull Queen is part Dr. Girardi. And then instead of it, he says, stop self-destruct. And again, look at this. I mean, like, look at that. That looks like cool Star Trek. I want this. Really? Pew, pew, pew. That looks cute, cool. All right? Even like the uniforms. And he has a quick flashback to his mother for some reason. I can't even remember why. Do I put that in my notes? Okay, no. So anyway, so they say don't fire. Let's talk to her. And what's going on? She says we need to work together. First, do we reveal it's Agnes yet? Right, there we go. Obviously, so I had to. So that's why I didn't kill everyone because I'm really we're Niceborg, right? And there's a weird wibbly wobbly space thing happening, right? Swirly space thing happening. Whoa! And we need to work together because we're stronger together, right? And she says, so I request provisional membership to the Federation, so we can join, right? And you get this big Star Trekky music, da 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 da, and it's like, look, love conquers all. Even the Borg now have joined the Federation, so we can all work together because we're stronger together. She's quite hot. I don't know what species. I don't really care. But I like the bumpy forehead alien, right? I like the woman who's wearing makeup and looks like a woman. That's nice, right? That's nice. But Fine. So they coordinate with the there's a big wibbly wobbly swirly thing. We need to work together for the big wibbly wobbly swirly thing. Oh no! But we're all joined together because we're stronger together. Last one. Right. Add to string. Hang on. Remove. Okay. Add. There you go. Sadly, the fantastic cleavage is gone. We only had that for about 4 or 5 episodes, but it was worth it. That was one of the best bits. Hi, I'm clearly a lesbian lover of 7 of 9 and a crack whore. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And they're like, okay, everybody coordinate together. It's a cutscene from the end of a video game where you get to the end of the quest. Petey Rich is here. How you doing, Petey? We go. And she's like, oh yeah, no, so I want to join the Federation, and we can all work together. And they all work together, and this is not bad. It's just a little bit. What's the word? Forced, right? It's just a little bit twee. So they make one giant shield together, just as this thing is about to come over them. Oh, by the way, yeah, we had what's this? Excelsior has a problem and breaking the shield. Excelsior, you're being naughty. Who's on Excelsior? I can't even remember. Did you see inside it? And there on Excelsior was Elnor, right? Elnor was killed in the evil Mirror universe toward the 24th century. Now he's back alive again. He's like, G'day, darling. G'day, Elnor. Oh, hello. How's life in New Zealand? Oh, lovely, Timber. We don't have any freedom at all. And we're run by a crazy woman with horse teeth. Really, it's wonderful. So then this thing spews, I don't know, at them, but because they're all working together, they're stronger together, they're able to stop it. Right? And that Vulcan looks weird. What's on his face? And it goes on for a bit, and okay. I mean, couldn't the ball just make more ships? I mean, I don't know. This doesn't seem to be above the ball's capabilities, right? But they save the universe, and there's a new warp conduit opened up. A trans-warp conduit opened up now. And they don't know where it's from. And so she wants to stay. That's why he wants provisional membership to the Federation. I want to stay and observe it so we can work this out together. And 10 forward on Stargazer, there's suddenly guidance there for some reason. And she's like, you know what? Today I'm not saying stupid or anti-Semitic shit on The View. Instead, I'm going to be Guinan. Oh, that's good there. That's lovely, Guinan. And she fills him in on what happened to Rios. He's like, I hope that wasn't a spoiler. They actually had his picture up in the bar all along. And why is her eyes always closed? What's up with that? And he said, yeah, they got married. She lived a long life. What happened? She lived a long life, and he died in a bar fight trying to get medicine for something. The only good sci-fi shows that PD Rich are, let me see, I agree. Orville, that's true. Expanse lost it the last 2 seasons. They're off the list. Raised by Wolves, awesome, absolutely awesome. So yeah, she just spoils the rest of her life. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, and what else they talk about? Anything in my news notes? They were awesome. They were stunning and brave. Oh yeah. So then the kid is the Rios's kid, adopted kid, is the one who used the organism brought back by Rene Picard to Earth to stop global warming, because he's the bestest ever. The bestest ever. They toast whatever his name is, little Ricky, and Elnor, who's a Romulan. who used to Romulo doesn't like it. He's like, "Ooh, that's gross." And then they smile it back at the restored Picard ranch, chateau. He's walking around. Oh, and he sees a hot Romulan woman who we have no idea why she looks exactly like the other one, and she's in the conservatory that her mother killed herself in. He's like, you don't really have to go. Do they do it? I can't remember what happens. Does he? I mean, look at that. She's got told, fuck my eyes. What's going on? Yeah, get into bed, mate. Get into bed. Oh yeah, no, and they end deciding they love each other, and they're kissing. Ba da da da, and Picard is healed because so he knows now his mother committed suicide because she was bonkers, and not because he was a shit awful kid. Right? That's not why it happened. Merely because she was bonkers. That is why his mother died. Nothing to do with him. Ba da 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 da.
I didn't see Lebetkin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.